How does your product use or challenge conventions, and how does it represent social groups or issues? What I'm going to do in this question is I'm going to divide it in two parts. First, if I use or challenge conventions, and then the part um, where if I represent how I represent social groups and their issues, and the issues in the social groups. First of all, I'm going to start with the general conventions. In my film is the genre is drama. Usually in drama, we can know that we can notice that in drama film, people die. In this case, in my film, the mother of the protagonist died, which leads to the protagonist wearing black clothes or dark clothes. That's my way of representing um, the problem of the mother dying. Why? Because usually when you go to funerals, you see everyone dressed full black. It's like a way of um, respecting the death, or use that. I'm going to put the example now. As you already seen, the protagonist in the scene where the friends are at his home, he's full black. Um, for me, it's a really good way of representing the death. So in drama, as I already said, death is really common. A really common convention in drama is the music, but not all type of music. For me, it's the slow music, the one that gives a slow tempo to the film. Like in my case, this one. After hearing the example of in my film of the music, you can actually see you're able to see the slow tempo of the music. Why I choose this music, as I already said, drama film are really slow, really sad. If I consider this music with a sadness tone in it. For example, you wouldn't use this music, exactly this song, in a comedy genre. And also, the last way of representing general convention for me is the instead it's not the same that the music. For me, it's the slow motion of the film, how it go progressively increasing the tempo. It starts really slow. The motion is really slow. Like for me, what I did, I only had 2 minutes. It's an opening. It's not much, but it go really slow. So this is for me another convention that are really common in drama. Coming back to the topic of clothes, in the flashbacks, when at the end, when the protagonist remembers the past, when his mother was alive, he was the best part of his life. I express it with bright colors. You can see it when he's running with the yellow color of the shirt. It's a really bright color. And that's for me the way of representing the change of the life without his mother is black, sad, and the life with his mother that is yellow, is bright. We can see also the sky, the blue sky. We can see brightness. That's the two differences for me. After explaining all my general convention, I'm going to go to the second part of the question, that is social groups and issues. How do I represent in my film social groups and issues? Well, first of all, um, for me, the social issues in my film is addiction, depression. Meant in general, with these two, we can know mental health, and but in top of it, for me, this film is not about letting everyone know that the protagonist is depressed, has is depressed, is addicted to alcohol. No, for me, it's the way of with sport. We can show at the end how he can get above this depression and addiction. The groups that can be attracted to this film, for me, for what I think, is first of all people that have lost someone really important for them, like in this case of the film, the mother of the protagonist, someone that has lost not his mother. It can be a friend, a really close friend. Can be his dad, his grandmother, his granddad. It's a way of expressing losing someone really important. The second group that may be attracted with this film is the people that know they are in bad environment with friends that are bad influences for them. In my case, in the film, again I repeat it, in the film we can see, I will show now, we can see how his friend uh, are helping him, but for me in a bad way. You can help him by being with him, by going out with him, by running with him, by doing sport with him. But they decide no. They decide to drink alcohol and smoke. So this can be attract. This can attract people that are in this situation but don't know how to get out. And in this case, you have a sport. For other people, can be doing classes, studying, um, learning another language. It can be what you are attracted with. The last group that can be attracted is people that are alone. In this case, we can see in the film how the protagonist, after losing his mother, we can see in some shots how he's alone at home, how no one is there, and also when he's talking with his friend to come home, because the friend called him to go to a party, but he say no, come home if you want, if you prefer. We can see how he says, "I don't want to be alone." So that implies, doesn't imply, that tells that the protagonist is alone. So people that are alone can be attracted because they feel represented in the film.